What if I told you the new goat isn't just another monster in 99 Nights in the Forest, but a clue to the fifth child and even a brand new ending that's coming to the game very soon? And if that's true, then what waits inside the volcano may be the forest's darkest secret yet. But to understand what's really going on, we need to start with one question. Who and what is the ram? The ram behaves completely different from any creature we've seen before. It charges at players with aggressive headbutts, showing no fear or plan. This isn't the smart hunting of the deer or the careful watching of the owl. Instead, the ram acts wild and unpredictable, driven by feelings rather than hunting instinct. But here's the strange part. This isn't how monsters normally act. This aggressive, chaotic behavior, it's exactly how a child would act. We know the deer is the mother who was changed, keeping her 4 children safe behind the same shaped gates. But there is something I missed about how the owl acts. The owl doesn't hunt like other monsters. It searches with a plan, watching from far away, looking for something specific. This isn't monster behavior. It's how a parent acts, a father looking everywhere for something he lost. What if the cultists actually changed their father into the owl to use his dad instincts? What if they needed him to find the one child the mother couldn't save in time? When the ram dropped, a lot of theories came out. Most players thought the ram could be a pan or even some other goat myth, but these ideas ignore the pattern this game has been making since the very beginning. Look at what we've learned so far. The deer connects to mom protection and family bonds. The owl connects to dad searching and loss. Every single creature in this game helps tell the story about this broken family that's been torn apart. But the pan, for example, plays music and causes trouble in the woods. How does that fit a story about changed parents and missing kids? It doesn't make sense. But there is something else these theories ignore: the specific location where the ram appears. It's not wandering around the forest randomly like other creatures. It shows up mostly in the volcano area, near the altar that demands sacrifice. This isn't a coincidence. The developers chose this placement for a reason. They're telling us something important about what this creature represents and why it exists in this exact spot. There is one old name from ancient stories that explains everything we see: the fire surrounding the creature, the altar demanding sacrifice, the kid-like angry behavior, and exactly why this creature shows up where dark rituals happen. That name is the Moloch. Before we get into that though, if you've been enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like, it helps a lot, and subscribe for more content like this. Also, if you have any theories of your own, make sure to comment them down below. In old stories, the Moloch was a goat-headed beast surrounded by fire who wanted child sacrifices. Kids were offered to flames in dark rituals, but in some stories, they weren't killed, they were changed, becoming part of the creature while keeping pieces of who they used to be. And lately, what players found in the game files was this 5th gate under the altar, same shape as the 4 gates where we found the other kids. So what does this mean? Well, looks like the cultists using the owl found the 5th child before the deer could save them. They brought them to this hidden gate and kept them there until it was time for the Moloch ritual. But instead of making a new monster, they changed the kid himself. The ram's wild, kid-like behavior isn't random anger. It's the feelings of a hurt child trapped in a monster body, still carrying the crazy energy of a kid. Now the full tragedy becomes clear. This isn't a story about random monsters attacking a forest. It's about a family broken by experiments and rituals. The mother became the deer through lab experiments after the plane crash, but her mom instincts stayed. She protected 4 of her kids in underground gates, keeping them as safe as she can in her changed form. The father became the owl through cultist change. They used his dad drive to track down the missing 5th fifth child, turning him into their unwilling tracker. His searching behavior isn't monster instinct. It's a dad desperately trying to find his lost kid. And the fifth child became the ram through Moloch sacrifice ritual at the volcano altar. The wild anger, the crazy behavior, the emotional outbursts, it's all the hurt and confusion of a kid who was changed against their will. The same gate shapes prove this connection. All 5 gates were meant for family members, 4 for the mom's protection and 1 for the cultist's sacrifice. They're all still together in the forest, but they can't recognize each other. The mother reaches for her rescued kids in the current ending, not knowing that the angry ram she meets is also her child, and the searching owl is her partner, both changed beyond recognition. This family discovery though changes everything about what future updates could bring. The rumors about new endings make perfect sense if the developers are planning to fix this unfinished story. The new ending won't be about boss fights or escape routes, it will be about finding out and healing. Players would learn that the ram they've been avoiding is actually the missing fifth child, changed through cultist ritual, but still carrying the feelings of who they used to be. Instead of beating monsters, the new content would focus on finding a way to reverse all the changes. The same volcano altar used for the original Moloch sacrifice could become the key to undoing what was done. With the right way, all 3 creatures could be turned back to their human forms. Imagine this as the final scene. The deer changes back into the mother, the owl becomes the father, and the ram returns to being their fifth child. After being split apart by tragedy and twisted by experiments and rituals, the family finally sees each other and hugs for the first time since the plane crash. This would be a really good emotional ending for this game. Not winning through fighting or staying alive through combat, but healing through understanding and love beating change. The underground gates that once worked as prisons would become the place for family reunion and recovery. The current ending feels unfinished because it is unfinished. 4 kids rescued, but the family story not done. There is still a mother out there who doesn't know her changed husband is searching for their missing child. There is still a father trapped in an owl form, unable to tell anyone that he found what he was looking for. And there is still a child changed into the ram, carrying all that hurt and confusion with no way to show who they really are. If this idea is right, then the true ending of 99 Nights in the Forest won't be about beating the monsters of the forest. It will be about helping a broken family find their way back to each other. So, what do you think? Is the ram just another monster to avoid? Or is it the missing piece of a family torn apart by things they couldn't control? The proof keeps building towards something much deeper than simple scary stuff. Every update shows more of the truth. First, we understood the deer, then we questioned the owl. Now, the ram completes the picture. And if this family idea is right, then 99 Nights in the Forest was never a horror game at all. It's a story about love, loss, and the hope that even the most broken families can heal.